the prodigy of mathematics and his journey into the music world. Julio Contreras. 6th period. Peter was a kid that loved to solve math problems. He was the number one in his class and was always trying to solve math problems in real-life situations. His parents realized that their son could do more than just math, so they took him to a music academy to show him every instrument, how they sounded and how people played them. But Peter's brain was always trying to solve math problems. The first instrument that Peter saw was a guitar that was above a chair. Peter knew that his angle of elevation was 20 degrees and that there were 2 meters separating him from the guitar. Then he figured that the distance between him and the guitar was 5 meters. Now Peter had all the necessary information to find the height of the guitar and surprise the guitar instructor. Asterisk note, figure not drawn to scale. Step by step to solve this triangle. Number 1, use the law of cosines to find the length of a. Number 2, use the law of cosines, but in this case to find the angle C. Number 3, subtract the 2 angles already found from 180 degrees to find angle B. After Peter learned some basics about the guitar, he and his parents went outside the room to a hallway. In the hallway there were 2 dogs looking upwards, one German Shepherd and one Husky. He looked up to the roof and there was a parrot flying. He knew that the angle of elevation of the Husky was 40 degrees and the angle of elevation of the German Shepherd was 60 degrees. Peter also knew by counting how many steps were between the 2 dogs, what was the distance between them, and it was 10 meters. Peter had to know the distance between the dogs and the parrot. Asterisk note, figure not drawn to scale. Step by step to solve this triangle. Step 1. We subtract from 180 degrees the 2 angles already given to find angle C. Step 2. Use the law of sines to find the length of A. Step 3. Use the law of sines to find the length of B. Then, Peter and his parents went to the drums room to meet the music academy owner. He was a professional drums player, and for Peter's surprise he loved math too. So they became friends rapidly, and Peter asked him why does he have so many animals in the hallways, and the instructor replied that his 3 passions in life were animals, music and math. Then after they played some drums, Peter told the owner that he had been all day solving triangles with laws of sines and cosines, and asked him if he would like to help him solve one in at that moment. The drums player said that he would love to solve one with him, but he preferred to give Peter some information to test Peter's ability. And Peter obviously was amazed. The information given to Peter was that the right angle of elevation of the drum's legs was 50 degrees and the left one was 70 degrees. He also was told that the distance from the left leg to the top is 55 centimeters. Asterisk note, figure not drawn to scale. Step by step to solve this triangle. Step 1. Subtract from 180 degrees the 2 angles given to find angle C. Step 2. Use the law of sines to find the length of A. Step 3. Use the law of sines to find the length of C. It only took little Peter 28 seconds to solve that triangle, and obviously everyone that saw him doing it that fast were amazed by his abilities. But, thinking so much in so little time have some consequences. Peter was tired and his parents decided to take him to a vending machine to buy a bottle of water. When in the vending machine, the kid realized that there was a pattern between the bottles of water. They were located in the form of a triangle for one reason. Because the owner of the music academy loved math, he bought the machine on purpose because it challenged people to solve the triangle by giving the customer some information. The information that was given was the following. The distance between bottle A and bottle B is 13 centimeters. The distance between bottle A and bottle C is 16 centimeters. The distance between bottle B and bottle C is 14 centimeters. Asterisk note, figure not drawn to scale. Step by step to solve this triangle. First, use the law of cosines to find angle A. Second, use the law of cosines again, but in this case to find angle C. Third, subtract from 180 degrees the 2 angles already found to find angle B. Finally, Peter was heading towards his favorite instrument, the triangle. It's his favorite because it's the only instrument that has the exact same shape as a geometric figure. When Peter got into the room, he saw that nice triangle and asked the instructor if he knew the angles and measurements of the triangle, and the instructor said yes. In fact, every single professional triangle player has a different triangle with different angles and lengths that will vary the sound. Peter was impressed. It couldn't get better. He found an instrument that would make him do math every single day. The information given to Peter about the first triangle was the following. The left side length is 4 centimeters. The right side length is 5 centimeters. The angle of elevation from the left corner is 38 degrees. Asterisk note, figure not drawn to scale. Step by step to solve this triangle. Number 1. Find the height of the triangle to know if it is an HRL triangle. Number 2. Use the law of sines to find angle B. Number 3. Subtract from 180 degrees the two angles that you already have to find angle C. Peter then asked which triangle was the hardest to play, and the instructor gave him one and told him that that triangle was really hard to play because it was very heavy and it had the same weight as two triangles together. The information that Peter had was the following. Left side length 14 centimeters. Right side length 12 centimeters. Angle of elevation from the left side 40 degrees. Remember, this is the hardest triangle to plait, therefore there are two triangles. Step by step to solve this triangle. Number 1. Find the height of the triangle. In this case it is a HRL triangle. That means that there are two triangles. For the first triangle. First, use the law of sines to find angle B. Second, subtract from 180 degrees the angles already found to find angle C. Third, use the law of sines to find the length of C. For the second triangle. First, subtract angle B from 180 degrees to find the new angle B. Second, add the new angle B and angle A and subtract it from 180 degrees to find the new angle C. Third, use the law of sines to find the new length of C. At the end, Peter was really tired. It had been a long day and by accident he dropped the triangle that he was going to play and broke a little bit of it, but he didn't notice. That triangle had these specifications. Left side length 9 centimeters. Right side length 7 centimeters. Angle of elevation from the left side 104 degrees. Asterisk note, figure not drawn to scale. Because Peter broke the triangle, it was impossible to play the instrument and therefore to solve the triangles. At the end, Peter chose to play the triangle and the drums. Also, he of course kept his love for mathematics alive and lived a happy life. The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. It is the source of all true art and science. Albert Einstein. The end.